Hi, my name is Deepak, and today we will discuss about the route selection in Cisco router. That how router choose the best route that among of all these router which is presented in the routing database tables. Okay, you know that we configure the various the dynamic routing protocols. That we can configure the BGP, EAGRP, ISIS, OSPF, REAP, and we can configure the static also. But how the Cisco router choose the best route is that choose the route, and how the route is installed in the routing protocol. But the step is there, we will know about that. uh, Here I want to show something in the screen. You can see that, yeah, that the one image is there. We can see the some route source, destination, and outgoing interface. There how routing protocol is look like that when we run a command on the Cisco router. It's So IP route. You can see this is the so IP route. I run a command on that. It's not showing properly, so I'm bringing this is a one of my T-suit, so I'm working on that. It's not actual router actually. Yeah, here you can see this is the so IP route. I run a command on the Cisco router, and there is the code. What is the meaning of that code? This is there, that is showing. That is the C. What is the meaning of the C? C means this is a connected route is there, means this connected interface. And there's the D means the ESGRP is there, and OIA means that O means OSPF, and inter area. IA means inter area. There's the different meaning is there that you can see in this area. Okay, this how the look like is Cisco router routing table. This is the Cisco router routing table. There the various method is there that we can filter in the routing table, as the gateway, as the IP address, destination IP address, next hop IP address, and matrix, and the different pipeline is working in the Cisco routers. Actual Cisco routers is a packet tracer, so I can't be show the proper commands are there, so sorry for that. And this is the way how it's look like a routing table in Cisco. uh, I'm going back to the document. Actually this document is copied from the cisco.com. So its source is cisco.com, and thank you to cisco.com to provide a best document. I'm going to zoom that. Yeah, we can understand very well right now. Here you can see this the same thing we've seen, that this the route source is C and L. What is the meaning? The C means connected is there, that you see in the previous example is there. This is the C means this is connected. Okay, and here you can see that L1, L2, L1 is ISIS, L2 is ISIS. There all are method mentioned is here. You can see the I means IGRP. Okay, the same thing is C means the first word is routing source. When you see the actual router, this is the routing source. The C is the route source. Okay, and next the destination network. Okay, then destination network. This is the destination network 10.10.1.8/30 is a destination address. And here if you want to see, this is the destination address network, and this you can see this is directly connected to loopback 4. 10.10.8 where is connected in, to this interface, like serial interface, fast ethernet interface, fast interface. There is the subnetting is there actually. So this all are divided in the subnet, the 30 subnets, so it's directly connected to the fast ethernet 101 and the serial interface, and the outgoing interface. Okay, if you see the connected interface, this is the outgoing interface. Okay, this is the route source, and this is the destination network, and this is the outgoing interface. How the traffic will be out for this particular subnet is showing the outgoing interface. Okay, And if you check the next thing that you can see here, that the route source is identify how the network was learned by the router. This is good thing, that this the C means is connected, its interface IP is there, C means interface IP. And if you see here the D is for EGRP, so this router is learned from the EGRP. Okay, this router is learned from the EGRP. Identify the destination network, how it is connected, means how the destination network will be connected is there. This is you, if you check this, this is the destination network is connected, directly connected, and this is through the another method via this IP via is learned from this IP on interface this learn from IP this, that means the next IP is 10.1.4.10, and this is the timing for that how much old route was learned, and this is the exit interface. This is the showing in the routing table. And what is the meaning of the full route, the learn from the any another protocol? You can see here is this is learn from the EGRP. What is the meaning of the full route? You learn that this is the route source, you learn that this is the destination network. And what is the meaning of that? This meaning is the first is 90 is administrative distances for EGRP. Okay, this is the matrix. Okay, you can see, 1 minute I will show you one picture here. You can see this is the router source in the picture, this is the routing source, this is R means the REAP, and here you can see destination network. This is the administrative distance, this is the matrix. In the REAP, matrix is hop count. Now how many hop counts is there for them? This is the next hop, this is the route time map, and this is the outgoing interface. The same thing you can see there. This is the destination IP, and this is the administrative distance, this is the matrix, this is the far hand or next hop IP, this is the time step route time step, how old route was learned, and this is the fast Ethernet. If you can check that, if I will be run the again I will be run the same command, so IP route, then the time will be changed. That you can see, this is the 18-minute old. Okay, this is the meaning for that. Now what the process is involved? The 3 processes mainly involved to maintain the routing. First is the various routing process. Okay, various routing process means there is the many of the routing protocol is running as the internet gateway routing protocol, EGRP, border gateway, IS, open sorted, the routing process itself, and forward process is there. Means we share the information for routing process and also apply the request for the forwarding process. We request information from the routing table and make it do this. And this is the forward process. Here we can learn about that. Okay, and if we are going the next step, there is some how routing table build. Actually we learned a lot of the routing table. If you check that, I will show you something. Okay, sorry again for that. If you check the EGRP topology, you can see how many routes are learned from the EGRP. You can see this is all our passive route learned from the EGRP. So IP OSPF database, this is the route which is learned from learned by the OSPF and this is the route is learned by the EGRP. Okay, there are the two protocol is working on that, EGRP and OSPF. So you can see how many routes are learned from EGRP and OSPF, but in the routing table the few routes are there. From the OSPF there the only one router is there, and all other for EGRP and connector route is there. When we configure any interface IP on the routers, the connected, that's a C, the connected route is automatically installed, nothing we need to do. And for all other thing we need to configure the static route, default route, or EGRP, OSPF as per our requirement. That first what we consider first is the administrative distance. Actually, what is the administrative distance? Administrative distance is the trustworth value of the particular path. How much trusted this path is there, this is the calculation based on the administrative distance. This is the first step which is checked by any of the router. Means this administrative distance is belong to the routing protocol. It's not it's not calculated by the any other source, it's belong to the routing protocol. Okay, you can see the administrative distance is there, connected interface is 0, this will automatically installed, static route is 1, EGRP summary route is 5, external BGP is 20, internal EGRP is 90, IGRP is 100, OSPF 110, ISI is 115, RIP1, RIP2 120, external EGRP 170, internal BGP 200, and out of 500. Means that the minimum is trusted and the maximum is 255 is untrusted. If any of the route any of the route which is the value 255, it will be not considered by the routing protocol. It's unknown route counted by the router. So that metrics we can check on, you can search on the Google and you can learn about more thing. Here I will show you something. Okay, the C is connected, its values administrator value is 0, because this is the directly connected interface. This is the router interface. Actually this is not a directly connected interface, this is a router interface. So its administrator distance is 0. It's more trustable compared to any of the other. And this is the EGRP. You can see EGRP is value is 90, or OSPF is 110. EGRP have the 3 or 4 values there. First is the internal BGP is 90, summary is 5, and external EGRP is 170. Actually EGRP and BGP are the two protocols mostly which we are using in that change the route value when we will do redistribution, or we will learn from the any other source. In the OSPF the value is the same as the 110. You can learn from the any other source, you can redistribute from the any other source, and administrator value will be the same as 110. But in the EGRP the value will be changed, because EGRP have the 3 value. EGRP summary is 5, internal BGP is 90, and external BGP is 117. EGRP is 117. So it please make sure that this table will be you can understand very well, and you will remember that table, because it's very useful during the troubleshooting and during the interview also. Second is metrics. Metrics is calculated by the EGRP. It's various method is there. You can suppose is the repeats count on hop basis, that and when we check that OSPF, if the K value is there, K5 value is there, means K1, K2, and K3 and K4, it's various, the bandwidth is there, MTU is there, and trust is there. 5 values there. For EGRP is the different values there, BGP have the different matrix values there. That's depend on the routing protocol. And this is the prefix length. Actually prefix length is the third option is chosen by the prefix length. You can see this is the prefix length. the last 24, this is the prefix length for any of that subnetting. You can see that this is the prefix length. This is actually, this is the third option, but this is the more important option compared to the any other. Okay, I'm looking at some example which is provided by the Cisco only. There is the no lab for I have created for that, so excuse me for that. Here you can see, let's look at another scenario to see how the router handle another common situation. Various prefix length. Assume again a router has the 4 routing process running on it, and each process received this route. Means there is the 4 routing protocol is 3 or 4 routing protocol is there, EGRP, RIP and OSPF. You can see that the same subnet 192.168.30.0, 192.168.30.0 to 168.32.0. All our network is learned from various routing protocol, EGRP, RIP and OSPF, but the prefix is different. It's 26, 24 and 19. Now this is when you will be run a command on your router, the IP subnet 0, then you can work on that. Otherwise it's the router will be not work with the various prefix length, and mostly of the router is pre-configured with the IP is subnet 0 command, so don't worry. In that case, the router will be install the all of the route in its routing protocol, its routing table actually. Which of this router will be installed in the routing table? This is the question, that if the 3 door I have the routing the 3 of the network which learned from the various routing protocol, EGRP, RIP and OSPF with the same, but prefix length is the different. Then which of these router will be installed by the routing table? Since the EGRP internal route have the best associated distance. Why? Because RIP have the 120, EGRP have the 90, OSPF have the 110. So the EGRP have the best associated distance. It is attempting to assume the first one will be installed. I already told you here that the best associated distance value is the first priority in the routing table. So here is the EGRP. Okay, is attempt to assume the first one will install. However, each of these router has the different prefix length. Okay, the subnet mask, they will be considered different destination, and they will be installed in a routing table. Okay, for us, for the first this IP, only this subnet, we can look as same. If we look at the same, then it will be installed the EGRP path router, EGRP network in the routing table, because EGRP have the lowest associated distance but has the prefix length. So router is considering is the different network, so it will be installed the all. Okay, they will be considered different destination and will be installed in the routing table. That how it will be look like that, I will show you something. When we show the show IP route, this the output has been cut down by the mean, so that you can see this the all are DEGRP, R RIP and OSPF, and this is the destination network, this is the prefix, this is the AD value, this is the matrix value learned by the 10.1.1, and here you can see the same thing learned by the 10.1.2, but prefix length is different for all of the route. Okay, if the packet around on a router interface destination is 10.32.1, okay, here you can see that 192.168.32.1 on all network is there. How data will be sent? It will be sent through the EGRP, it will send through the RIP, or it will send through the OSPF. Okay, that is the most difficult question. Which would be the router choose? It's depend on the prefix length of the number is bit sent to the subnet mask. The longer prefix will be considered are always consider over the sorted when once when forwarding the packet. Which is the longer prefix? Longer prefix is here 26. Okay, so the first packet will be sent through the this by the this route, but the same time the packet also sent by in both of the routes also. Longer prefix is always preferred over the sorted ones when for forwarding a packet. In this case, a packet destination 2 192.168.30.1 is directly toward 10.1.1.1. That EGRP route is there because this is the longest prefix, because 32 falls within the 192.168.30.026 network. Okay, it also falls within the another two routes, but it has the longest prefix within the routing table. Okay, so it will be sent, first packet is sent through this packet, and also the packets will send to all another routes also, and the which packet will be delivered to where, that will be depend on the next hop router, and it will choose the best route. Again, it's calculate the routing table and will we choose the best route for that. Again, some topic I will be tell you that how the routing table is there. This is the routing table. A command is so IP route. If you want to see on the Cisco routers, then you can see this is the directly connected. What is the meaning of that line? That line is, this is the source where from where the router is learning. This is connected, means this is the interface IP directly connected to the interface. This is the destination subnet. This is the prefix. This is directly connected on outgoing interface is serial interface 0/0/0/32. This is sub interface is there in the serial interface. It's going from there. You can see so IP route. Okay, this is the process. One thing I will be show you something. You can see this is via this one. Okay, the all 0000. Here is, you can see the OSPF route. Okay, there is the no any other static route is there. I will show you one demo. I will configure here that how metric administrative distance will we play the role. I will configure one static route here, sorry, default route. Sorry, there is some mistake. 0/0/0 0/0/0 and okay. Now I will be show you so IP route. You can see that OSPF route has been deleted from routing table, but OSPF have the routing. So IP OSPF database. OSPF have the database, but EGRP have the topology table. See, OSPF have the all route, but there is the no route learned in the routing table, because we configured one static route which have the more trustable administrative distance value compared to the OSPF, because static route have the one value and OSPF have the 110. So trustable AD value for the is for the static. So the static route has been initialized. When I will be remove that route, the static route, what will happen in the routing table? No IP route. I run the command. So IP route. You can see again you can see that OSPF route has been initialized in IP routing table routing table in the router, and now any of the traffic is the unknown traffic, any other subnet which is not mentioned in that particular subnet, traffic will be routed through to this, and the next of IP is this is the default route. You can say this is signalized by the OSPF inter-area route is there. So how that we will install in as a default route in the OSPF, we will read about the OSPF, we will study about the OSPF in the next video. I hope you will be like this video, and if you like, then please click on the like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. And